There's a good chance you haven't heard of home resale fees. That's because some states have realized their insidious nature and have passed legislation to ban them. Or because companies like Land America Title, NAR, the Center for Responsible Lending, the Association of Consumer Rights, the Property Rights Alliance, and so many others have fought to keep their growth to a minimum. Or because FHFA, the governing body for Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, have come out and said that they fund private streams of income and increase the cost of home ownership. And consequently, bad for consumers. Or maybe, just maybe you haven't heard about them because most people that own homes that have these transfer fees that can kick in on every single transfer for 99 years, aren't even aware of their existence.
Well, here's how it works. Pretty simple, actually. You look at a new house and negotiate a price and you buy it. Sometime later, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, you sell the house, let's say for $350,000.
Okay.
Well, at the close of escrow, you find out that you have to pay 1%, or in this case, $3,500, to the beneficiary of the transfer fee, or capital recovery fee, as founder and Pied Piper of the movement, Joseph B. Alderman, likes to call it. Now, the next guy has to pay the same 1%.
Wow.
And then the next guy, and so on and so on. This goes on for up to 99 years. Now, does this sound reasonable to you?
Now, proponents say attaching the fees will simply bring the cost of the house down. See, the infrastructure for the subdivision is the responsibility and cost of the home builder. Those fees would generally get added to the sales price.
Well, the cost, it's not going to go down because builders are going to get every red cent they can for a house and not a penny less. The market will decide the going price and nothing else. This fee will only help the bottom line of the beneficiaries.
As ridiculous as this sounds, proponents say houses usually only transfer 7 or 8 times in a 99-year cycle.
I'm sorry, that's stealing 7 to 8 times. Well, consider this. How about our military personnel that have to move every 2 to 3 years? I mean, do you really want your servicemen and women to carry this burden only to help greedy fat cats get fatter?
Okay, well, the homeowners know what they're getting into, so they can always walk away from the transaction and buy a different house.
Sorry guys, here's a set of loan documents. Nobody catches everything. Most people are not even aware that they have a problem on title until they try to sell the home. In fact, proponents of this garbage are all too eager to tell you it's companies like American Land Title's job to disclose this stuff. And if it's missed, it's their fault. Now, does that sound like the rationale of someone defending an honorable position to you?
There's one company at the heart of this problem. It's Freehold Capital Partners, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And the fellow that we just spoke about, Joseph B. Alderman, well, he had one of these transfer fees on his house. Now, according to Forbes, he took steps to exempt it before he tried to sell it. Guys, what does that tell you?
There's a reason why everyone's against these transfer fees, because no matter how you dress them up, they are at their core a greedy money grab directed at unsuspecting homeowners that have long-term implications that hurt not only the innocent home buyers, but the real estate industry at large.
Oh, on a side note, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, through FHFA, are taking steps to stop lending on properties with clouded transfer fee titles. And rightfully so. But let me ask you this. Do you think that John, the 24-year-old newlywed that just bought a starter home for his new family outside of Austin, do you think it's fair to him that the value is going to tank because of the very existence of these transfer fees? Or maybe that anyone that wants to buy the house with a Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac loan soon will not be able to purchase it? Personally, I think it stinks. I think it really stinks for him and anybody else.
Okay, so what do we do about this?
Okay, first, if you or someone you know is buying a new or newer home, you need to explicitly ask about transfer fees on title to everyone in the process.
And secondly, if you or someone you know is a victim of this national scam, let us know. Blog it down below and send a comment to us, and we'll get these stories to the right folks.
So, if you think this is bad for our industry and want to get the message out, make sure you forward this to everyone you know. Together, guys, let's try to right a wrong.